Hi, ladies. I am so excited that you are here because on this video, I am going to share with you how I went after 2 decades in real estate from consistently doing about 150,000 to $175,000 a year to 3xing my business and going to $575,000 a year with what I call my new home sales funnel. So, if we haven't met before, my name is Tarah Santos. I've been selling real estate for 25 years. I'm 45, so I started when I was 20 years old. I thought, hey, why am I going to be a waitress when I can just get my real estate license? And you know what? It's paid off because I'm a type A kind of driven individual. I have never had a job that paid me a salary in any way. I have been 100% commission my entire adult life. I've also raised an entire family. I have 4 kiddos plus 2 bonus kids that I have created a really beautiful life for. But that's not how it started. I grew up with nothing. In fact, true story, we were the kids that the firemen brought the toys for on Christmas. The Toys for Tots, where you donate to underprivileged kids, that was my family. That really happened. They pulled up into our gravel driveway out on our farm when I was 8 years old, and they delivered toys to us on Christmas. That's what I came from. I have created this beautiful life for my family and my children that I never had, that I never even thought was possible, and it was all through real estate. But honestly, it's been a struggle. I have had to hustle my entire life, and it wasn't until I created this framework that I felt like, "Oh my gosh, I finally cracked the code. I finally figured out how to do this job without running myself ragged, without constantly being stressed out." And I just want you to know that it's possible for you too. Okay, so how did I learn this? How did I take my business from 150,000 to 575,000? I work with some of the best coaches in the world, but who were they? They're big names. They know amazing things. They're not all just in real estate, but I took those strategies and frameworks and principles and I applied them to real estate because I'm not new to real estate. I know how to sell houses, but what I didn't know how to do was to create a business that would create duplicatable results in automation so that I wasn't having to stress so much. I've worked with Grant Cardone. You may have heard of him. If you haven't, check him out online, but he is a sales and marketing genius. I have worked with Jenna Peterson. She is a digital marketing queen. Okay. So she has sold over $2 million in the last, I think, 18 months online with digital marketing. And to be honest, I'm not a social media guru. I've never lead gen through social media, but I realize the importance of it. I've done her inner circle, her mastermind, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I learned on there, what I'm beginning to implement in my own business. And I'm going to tell you how you can implement it in your business. I work with Brandon Forbes, who is a 2-time winner of the school games. And I'm going to teach you how to use Facebook ads and online marketing and retargeting. And we're going to install all of that stuff into your business where appropriate to start lead generating so that you have your own flow of leads coming into your business with your ideal client. No more of that realtor.com stuff. Krista Mayshore, she sold hundreds of millions of dollars in real estate. She's a very high ticket real estate coach. It costs about $30,000 to get into her program. I've flown out. I've met with her at her home. We've gone through her whole program. She talks all about digital marketing and location domination. I'm going to share with you all the secrets inside of my coaching program. Eileen Wilder talks about public speaking and how to craft your perfect offer. I know you may not think you're doing public speaking, but you are. If you don't know how to craft the perfect message and convey your value and make an offer to a client, what makes you different than all the other thousands of realtors in your market? Zero things make you different. So you have to be able to know to craft your messaging and create an offer so that you're the only choice. That is how your ideal client is going to come to you. And I'm going to teach you those strategies as well. So there's more, and I will list inside of my training all of the people I've worked with and just share everything. I'm not gatekeeping anything. You can have it all. I spent over $200,000 in 18 months learning from these gurus. And I've taken the best of the best and put it inside my program, inside my new home sales funnel. I'm going to share those secrets here today, and you can go implement it on your own. But if you want help, if you want to be able to fast forward and not take 18 months to get the results, I'm also going to offer to help you. And if we are a good fit and I think that I can help you, that would be awesome. And if not, I don't want this to be a video like maybe all the other videos that you watch in YouTube or all the books you read and you watch it and you're like, oh my God, that stuff's so good, but you never do something with it. I want you to actually do something with it because it will transform your life. And I want that for you. Okay, as promised, I'm going to share with you exactly what's inside my new home sales funnel and the agent success path that I encourage you to take and that I've taken myself and others have taken to either level up their business, to create business where there wasn't any business, or to 2 or 3x their business if they're already seeing success and they just want to add to their existing business. So, from my own personal experience and that of other agents that I've worked with, I have seen that there's generally 4 areas that we need to address, and it could be all 4, or it could just be 1 or a combination of 1 or 2 or 3 of these things. So in the new home sales funnel framework, I address mindset, ideal client clarity, new construction training or targeting, and then marketing, which is how to install and implement the funnel. So mindset is really important, and I would suggest for anyone, whether you are new to the business, you've been in the business for a bit, or maybe you've been in the business for 2+ decades like I have, to really evaluate and take a moment, especially where we are now in the year, and just say, am I in the right mindset? Are you negative in your thinking? Do you look at opportunities and think they won't work for you? Have you tried things and they failed? Sometimes if you've been in the business for a while, even sometimes you'll be like, oh, like you get frustrated or have little patience for even your own clients. So I would go back, reevaluate my mindset. If I'm new, maybe you haven't been able to get any traction in the business. So just really let's start out from a good place. Let's evaluate, and I've got some exercises in here, but I would go in and I would look at my mindset, make sure I'm in the right frame of mind, positive thinking, that I've got habits in place, that I'm open to the idea of the systems and processes. And so once we have our mind in the right place, then we can move on to the next step. So I would just encourage you to go, if you haven't, and just look at your mindset. Then this seems like a small part of the framework, but it is literally the foundation of, I don't care, any business. If you do not know who your ideal client is, you will not be successful in business. No longer are there ways to cut through the noise and just talk to everybody. Because if you're talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody. We all see so much content on our phones, so many emails in our inboxes. If it's generic, people are going to skip right over it. So I would encourage you in your real estate business to really, in my new home sales funnel, there are exercises that you can do to really hone in on your ideal client or your micro niche. No longer are the days that you can just have a regular niche. You can't just say, oh, new construction is my niche. That's not even niche enough. You now need to micro niche. You need to be so specific. I'll give you an example in my business. I sell about $40 million a year in new construction. In my micro niche, 95% of my clients are multicultural buyers that need first floor masters because they're multi-generational with parents that live with them either full-time or part of the year. So literally that is how targeted my micro niche is. It doesn't mean I don't get other sales from other people or referrals from other people, but it means that my marketing, my messaging is so targeted to that ideal client that I speak directly to them, and they know that I can help them because I speak directly to them. I also own a gym with my husband, and I'll give you a weight loss example. Almost everybody out there, unless you're just already super fit and you already have that dialed in, is trying to lose weight or get in shape, okay? So many people, so much of the population. But they also see so much generic marketing that, like, if you're just scrolling on social media and someone, oh, here's how to, are you overweight? Let's lose 20 pounds. Like, they're just going to skip by you. But if I saw an ad in my feed, for example, on social media that was like, hey, are you in your mid-40s? You have teenagers or adult children at home. You're a business owner. You're busy. You're running from here to there, and you want to be able to dial in your nutrition and your exercise this year. I can show you in 90 days how to lose 20 pounds. Click on this link. I am going to think that ad was created directly for me because I'm a woman in her mid-40s with older children. I'm busy. I want to dial in my nutrition and fitness, but I haven't been able to. So if I see something that is that hyper targeted that speaks to me, Heck yeah, I'm clicking on it because I'm like, they obviously made that for me. Let me see what they have to say. And that's what we want. We want to get attention, but we can't do that if we are not making hyper specific targeted marketing. And you can't do that without having a lot of clarity on your ideal client. So I would encourage you to do that. Next, new construction training and targeting. This is the biggest part of the new home sales funnel. If you've never sold new construction, you've got to go and train yourself on it. If you have sold new construction, but it's just not an integral part of your business, we need to then hyper target that based off of our ideal client. Okay. And that's so that we can get to the next part of the funnel, which is actually installing the funnel. And that's turning on that marketing switch and knowing that it will work. So I'm going to scroll down here and just show you a little bit about this new construction training and targeting, what that entails in the new home sales funnel. You need to add new construction as a main pillar of your business. If you're a new agent and you don't have much to sell, this is going to give you something to sell. If you are an agent that's been around for a while, you may have sold some new construction, but it's not a regular part of your business. Adding new construction is going to do a couple things for you because it's either going to allow you to level up to the next price point or hit that hyper targeted ideal client that we're after on a regular basis. And we're going to be able to use product that we may not have in our own inventory. And I go into that a little bit more. But we use new construction as the vehicle to do all of this because until you have your business running in a predictable, duplicatable way, you're not going to have the inventory or the product to promote to that ideal client. But we can steal that from the new construction industry because they have it. And we just need to find the builder that targets your ideal client. So I would research builders and their offerings in my market. That's the first thing I would do. I would go out, I would say, who's building? What do you build? I would connect with the local builder reps. I would learn about their financing, and I would master the construction process and become an expert advocate, okay? So you're going to have to do some research. You're going to have to get on the internet. You're going to have to make some phone calls. You're going to have to go out there. Then the attractive character flywheel, that's going to be you. You are now a new construction expert. And again, once you install the new home sales funnel, you can use it for existing homes, but we are going to use new construction as our vehicle initially because most of the time, the problem that agents need to solve, which is either doubling their business by adding new construction to their existing business or creating business out of nothing because you're a newer agent or you don't know how to get business other than buying realtor.com leads, and we need to create this marketing funnel for you. We're going to do it by using the floor plans or the inventory homes of these builders, okay? It's no coincidence that builder reps all make six figures and realtors make about $42,000 a year, the average, okay? This is because most realtors get their license and then they go into business and they have no business plan and they have no model and they have no processes and they have no framework in which to operate. And that's not your fault. That's because that's the nature of the business. And most brokers don't offer that kind of thing. And even if they offer training, it's contract training or it's how to go out to market to your sphere of influence, but it's not actually giving you a standard operating procedure for a real estate business, okay? So we need a system or a framework to work within that is duplicatable, okay? And that is what new construction will do because these builders have already figured it out. They wouldn't be selling hundreds and millions of dollars worth of real estate if they didn't have systems, processes, and frameworks. So why reinvent the wheel? Just go borrow from them. They want you to anyways. You're invited. I'm giving you the invitation. So then I would do some cold outreach. I would go in, I would contact these builder reps. I would go make my introduction. I would ask about the builders. I would see if they offer any training or if they can give you any insight. Of course they will. Builder reps want to have a relationship with you. So don't hesitate to want to contact them. Then I would set up showings, conduct meetings with the reps. I would find out about their inventory homes with the preferred builders after you've done your research and you've said, these builders would work with my ideal client. This is what my ideal client is going to look like. I would solidify those relationships. I would look at any builder events that they have, co-sponsor them or sole sponsor my own events if I needed to. And then we start on the marketing piece, okay? This is the main part of the funnel. So after we have our mindset, we have our ideal client clarity, our new construction, either training from the start because we've never sold it, or we're just hyper targeting it. Now that we know who our ideal client is, we've identified the builders that can meet their needs. I go to marketing, which is the sales funnel. We are going to start creating content that would be on your social media platforms or your email and running ads. And it doesn't have to be thousands of dollars a month. You could do a $50 ad on Facebook. And if you don't know, I teach that inside my new home sales funnel, but you can also go Google it and learn it yourself. You're going to run ads around your ideal segment of the market, integrated with the products and the offerings of the builders you've identified. This is so important because your ideal client is already out on the internet. They're doing this research, okay? Save them the time. Become known as a new construction expert in your market by doing this for them. This is going to create a lead source for you that you can control, you can duplicate because you know what you're doing now and you've created and installed this system into your business. I would market the homes, whether they're inventory homes or new construction models, that meet my my ideal clients' needs. I would market the neighborhoods, the floor plans, the pre-built homes, the lots, all of that, put that in my content. It gives you something to talk about. If you don't have listings or product already that is going to meet your ideal client's needs, these builders do, and you can use that to your advantage. That's the attractive character flywheel. You are the attractive character, and we are going to start putting out content. There's various ways. Like I said, there's live events, there's your social media marketing. We're going to run some ads, we're going to do some email marketing, and we're going to get this out into the marketplace, and you're going to have leads come in. And then ideally, you would want to automate some of that using ManyChat or Flowdesk, and you offer a lead magnet to those people. Do you know that if you go to builder websites, a lot of the bigger nationwide builders will put their inventory homes on the websites, but it's a lot of information to siphon through for clients, okay? They have to go to each builder, then some of the builders' websites are very convoluted, and then you got to go and you got to see what inventory homes. Do you know if I was an agent, like here's a little hack, okay? So take this, it's free, okay? Take this. Make relationships with some of these builders, whatever builders you choose in your market after you do this research. Make relationships with them, create a relationship with one of the reps, and then have them send you their inventory list. Compile that. If you had the inventory list from a couple of builders that meet your ideal client's needs, that then you could put that out as a lead magnet and say, hey, if you are a couple, I'm just going to throw something out here. If you're recently empty nester, your kids have grown up, they've gotten married and moved away, you're now downsizing. I've got a list of all of the best patio homes in XYZ city. Insert your market. Here, go to my landing page. We're going to create a landing page on Flowdesk for whatever system that you're using. Put in your information, and I'm going to send you this. You've just done a couple of things. You've identified your ideal client, which are empty nesters, okay? The people are wanting to downsize. So number one, you're going to get the listing of their existing home. Number two, now you're going to be able to sell them and become their buyer's agent on the patio home. Hey, I've done the work for you. I've gone to all the best builders in our market, and I've compiled this list of all of the ready to move in patio homes. Go to my lead page, and I'm going to send it to you for free, no strings attached. Hello, lead generation source. You now have people going to your page, putting in their phone number and their name to download this list. And the reason is because you've done the work by creating the list, from creating those relationships with the builders, compiling the information. It really wasn't that hard. Okay, so I've shown you the funnel. You can take all of that, and I hope you do, and go install it into your business. And I know you are going to have amazing results. But if that seems overwhelming to you, or you're the type that wants to have things done faster and you realize that this is a lot to implement and you want help with that, I know that's how I am. That's why I've worked with many coaches in the past. Then I want you to go ahead and book a call. I want to invite you to do that. We will hop on a call and I'll just see if I can help you. I'll ask you a little bit about your business. We'll deep dive. And then if I can help you, I would love to work together. And if not, totally fine. Still take the information and go do something with this. Don't let this be another video that you watch and nothing becomes of it. I am telling you, this will 2 or 3x your business. It will make your life easier and you will have more time, more financial flexibility with less stress and anxiety. And as a woman and as a mother and as a wife, I cannot tell you how much that has done for me. It has revitalized where I once felt so burned out, where I didn't even know if I wanted to do this anymore, into feeling like, oh my gosh, this is what I'm made to do. And this is a life that I've created. And I'm just so grateful and proud. And I want that for you too. So book a call or go do something with it. But don't let this video go to waste because I invested too much time and too much money to learn these things. I know they work. So take that and go make your life amazing.